for this coming season. We'll understand, obviously, that Doucette and Wallace probably got their own plans going forward.
Yeah, well, we can see that already, can't we? The younger lads are coming in faster, agile. So just a quick roundup on the new guys. Obviously, we don't want to bore you too much with a detailed sketch of their lives, but we'll just go through and give you a little bit of information on them. I'll let you start.
Yeah, we'll do the defenders first. Do the D-men. So Brian Connolly is from the US, age 33 now, so he's pretty good offensive defenceman, if you like. Played in the Austrian League last year. Not a natural goal scorer really, but he does assist an awful lot. And for a D-man, got a fair amount of points last season.
Yep, moving on. Adam Dutch, Swedish, 24 defenceman, so yet again another young lad. Stood at 6 foot. On a points perspective, he's not really raking them in, but proof is in the pudding, so maybe he'll be a pro at blocking those all-important shots coming in.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that's what D-men are there for, ultimately, I guess. Careful with the pronunciation of this one. Danny Fick. Better not get me D's and me F's mixed up there. American, 27 years old, playing the ECHL. 66 games with the Wheeling Nailers, where he scored 6 last season and assisted 25 times again. So it's always good to have a defenseman that's decent at assisting as well. So a good assist rate last year. To me, at the prime of his career, definitely someone to look out for on the ice, I think.
Yeah, certainly. So, familiar face, Mark Matheson, Canadian, 35, so he's a big boy, so at 6'2", obviously from the Sheffield Steelers, a lot of experience in the AHL, 5 seasons, and a wealth of experience in the EIHL. So yet again, I think having that balance between the younger lads and some of the older lads, I think it might sort of like give that sort of chemical bromance on the ice, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. I think, an example from last year was Tetlow picked up a lot and learnt from a lot of our imports last year, so that should hopefully work again this year for us. You've left me with this one because you can't pronounce his name, and neither can I. Alexis Lossiou is our only new offensive signing so far. At 25 years old, Canadian. Joins us from a Slovakian team who I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce their name. If I can't pronounce his name, I can't pronounce the team's name. He did score 12 goals last season for them, though, and 27 assists, so 39 points. Decent stats. Definitely. And somebody that we need. We need a goal scorer, Take Alex Guptill out of the equation for last season, and we didn't particularly have anybody that we felt was a natural goal scorer, so hopefully a few more goals this year for Alexis, and we'll be doing pretty well. He's a versatile player that can play quite a lot of positions on the ice, so I'm really looking forward to seeing this guy play. He's known for being quite fast as well, and I think we need that speed. If we look at our team last year, there were quite big giants on the ice, and you watch them against Guildford, particularly on Guildford's smaller ice, and we were outclassed quite often by Guildford because of their speed. So it'll be nice to have someone that's known for his speed. Really looking forward to having him join the team and scoring some great goals for us, hopefully, this coming year.
Yeah, well, only 6 weeks left until pre-season begins against the almighty Cardiff Devils. Mm-hmm. So the new season really is just around the corner. I want to move on to people's questions, but obviously with it not being live, I know we've got Steve who's asked us a question. Yeah. Let me just try and find it. Sorry guys.
I know Steve obviously asked about, part of his question was about the new jersey and what we wanted the jersey to look like this year. I'm going to answer it a bit more generically and think of the season long. What I would like to see is more jerseys this year. So last year obviously we had a Christmas jersey and not a great deal else. So I'm delighted this year we've got another jersey for Valentine's with our partnership with, what is the charity that we've teamed up with?
Now you put him on the spot.
No.
I've gone blank.
Yeah, so have I. But obviously we're doing that.
Surgery.
Yeah, the heart surgery charity. We're doing that obviously for Valentine's Day. I'm hopeful that we're going to have more jerseys coming out throughout the season for various different events. Last year, throughout the year, there was various different clubs that did different things. You remember Steelers' Halloween one was pretty cool. Dundee had at one of our games, I think it was the second game, the January game where we played Dundee up there, and they had that 80s night, wasn't it?
It was
that really cool jersey. And if we got a bit more involved with our fans and we did stuff like that, I think we're making a step to helping our fans a bit more this year. Particularly season ticket holders you can come to training before the season starts. You see the new ice, you can see the new scoreboard and things like that. So I think we're starting to realise at Panthers that we need to be a bit more interactive with our fans. So one way of doing that would be more designs of shirts throughout the year. Hopefully something that we can see. Have you got the rest of his question?
Yeah, I'm just reading, and he does make a really good point, actually. He's put the importance of giving the rebuilding of the team time. Now, this is vitally important because obviously over the last few weeks, we've had a lot of fans with a lot of negativity, saying the Panthers aren't pulling the finger out, that they aren't like giving us the signings quick enough. I mean, what we need to understand is that this is a long, lengthy process of talking to several, if not loads of different players, trying to fit a criteria and build a roster,
quite often across multiple continents as well. We're not talking about we'll go down to Leicester to sign a player, we're talking about going to Canada, Sweden. These players are not coming from around the corner, and it's obviously the process, it takes time.
It definitely takes time, you've got all the contracts to think about, the pays to think about. And I think one of the main things we need to point out there is that we need to look at the sport in general and not try and be the pros, because the pros are behind the scenes, they're the ones doing the job, and what we need to be thinking about is getting behind the team and supporting the team straight away, rather than, belittling them already before they've began. Let's give them a chance. Let's move forward from the past. Fair enough. We've not signed some of the favourites, and we've not gone through the norm. And I think that's one of the main things that we need to point out. That it's a good thing. Changes look as though they're happening. We wanted this from last season. Many fans were complaining that it was the same old dribble. We've got a different outlook now. We've got a different young team already. Granted, we haven't got a full team yet, but there's plenty of time. So just hang on to your chairs and just get typing on Twitter. So very good question.
Obviously, we're going to do any more questions, but as we don't appear to be live, we apologise again, guys. We will get this podcast up so you can listen to it. We are recording it effectively live. But any questions that you want answering, at Happy Clappers on Twitter, and we will answer them after the podcast. Apologies for that. So, moving on, obviously the exciting news in the last couple of weeks, that obviously we're going to Denmark for the Cup in November. Definitely myself and Matt hoping to travel on our first European adventure with Panthers. Yay. Anybody that's listening that wants to tag along with the Happy Clapper crew, you're more than welcome. It should be a great time. We're both looking forward to our first European adventure with Panthers. So, and of course the league fixtures. We're hoping, we've been told by Panthers they should be out Monday next week, potentially Tuesday. Just waiting for full confirmation from the league with that, but we are hopeful. I've seen several Sheffield Steelers people claiming that they have got a different fixture this year on Boxing Day, which I would be very happy if we don't play Sheffield Steelers on Boxing Day, because way to ruin a Christmas is for us to be losing to Sheffield Steelers, which seems to happen every year.
We need Coventry or something.
So it'd be lovely to have Coventry this coming year. If we are playing Sheffield Steelers, we're definitely away, because they have confirmed that they're at home on Boxing Day and New Year's Day. So hopefully, I'm hoping it's going to be the other way around this year. I'm hoping we're going to play Coventry as our 26th and 27th of December fixtures, and then Sheffield any other time. I'm not really bothered.
Probably not likely.
I'd quite happily play Sheffield on the first 3 weekends of the season and get it out of the way, but it's obviously not going to happen. Fixtures wise as well, I'm really hoping that doubleheader comes back at Belfast. despite the loss of Rockies, we've never actually been to Belfast, so I've heard so many good things about Belfast. I really, really want to go across to Belfast, even if we're playing just the one game this year. It's the only venue that we've not actually been to.
Yeah, it is, yeah. I'm actually looking forward to it. Like I say, Rockies isn't there now, but it should be quite fun. Well, thanks for listening tonight, Panthers Nation. Obviously, if you've not caught it live, because it's playing up and it has to play up, when obviously we wanted it live and ready for you guys. But for some reason, I've just checked my emails and Twitter have denied the application to let it go ahead for some bizarre reason, so I've got to go for some security checks. But anyway, hopefully next time we'll get it sorted. I did sit here for about a good 10 minutes trying to get things sorted before. But anyway, if you have got any questions or comments, like Rob was saying, you can visit our website, www.thehappyclappers.com, or just visit our Twitter page at Happy Clappers, and we also have a Facebook page now, Confessions of a Happy Clapper. So
we do indeed.
We do.
Everywhere we are. Thank you to everybody for your support from the podcast. Obviously, we launched at the very back end of last season, and it was sort of quiet for a couple of months, and now we've come back. Have a great few weeks. We will see you for our regular podcast from mid-August. What we're hoping to do is a podcast after each weekend event. So if we've got 2 or 3 games on one weekend, you will just get one podcast summing up the weekend. And a special season preview podcast once we've got the confirmed roster. And of course the fixtures are out. Look ahead at our schedule of games, standout weekends, and our completed roster in early August time. For now, thanks for listening.
Thank you, guys. We are Confessions of a Happy Clapper. Thank you for listening.